another North American squad here with G2.
And sometimes they say things in life come in threes, Achilleos. Can G2 find that third win in a row against Team Heretics? But personally, I feel like Heretics has really found their form. They found another gear. Woot's starting to really pick it up. He got bested by Icy on the last time they played on this map. Icy was insane on the Raze, but now Woot is really starting to look good. It's a lot of util dumped, but it is completely given up by G2. They've already TP'd through, looking to maybe push Hookah.
Now just going to be the hold here from Boo. Frenzy in hand can certainly do quite a bit of damage here, but Pain Chill trying to check the corner. Doesn't go deep enough. Boo just up on top of the box. Woot able to find one. His leaf gets taken down, but Icy find him. Rim's now out. Knowing that they need to reroute, don't want to go for a full approach out of Hookah. So they will send some players over here towards Long. It's very far back hold here now for Heretics.
Got a lot of util though. Some flashes left in the bag for G2.
Out across, Benji. Taking a bit of damage. Wingman set. Ooh. Looking for the swing, but no. Woot now. Answering back. Reload coming in. Woot able to collect 3. As Heretics, the fast hit into the take. Into the stronghold, 3 players left alive as they get the opening pistol.
Yeah, and the setup from the get-go there is for G2 to play retake, but Team Heretics able to get their feet planted. Get a nice defense going. Icy off to a hot start. 7-1 on first blood. The last time these two teams faced on Vine. Team Heretics completely smother them in tube. Looking good. This crowd is absolutely insane. They love this Heretics team. They have fully gotten behind them for this event as Heretics now going to go towards the A side. It's a gamble stack for G2 over towards B, so it looks like it is going to be dodged here. My Team Heretics, just see if G2 is going to just kind of wait it out, die to the spike, or maybe Benji Fishy here with that ghost. He'll oftentimes send these players that just bought pistols in this anti-eco out, seeing if they can fish for some orbs.
The thing is, if he doesn't see anything, he might make the call for a rotate. So far, not spotting much. Does see Leaf, and with this kill, that could actually draw the rest of the team over towards this side of the map, but now they're just gonna look to swing out and maybe try to get a catch here onto the Viper, hearing him drop down off tube, into the backside. Trent finding the timing. Benji Fishy nails the shot! He does finally die, but what damage dealt? They do rotate over. They do want to just go ahead and take the fight here versus G2, it seems. A couple pot shots out. As Icy drifting out, catches 2, and Boo finds the kill.
Well, look at the confidence here from Team Heretics. They don't want to give G2 the opportunity to die to the spike. They're just running right at him, and now they've kind of gone back towards A, and there's 2 players at G2 there. A ghost in hand for Jonah P. Can he do any damage?
Prowler trying to swing out in front of that one is Valen, but now the push coming in. Valen will be able to put him down, but cannot recover the weapon, cannot find any additional damage. The Bulldogs and that Phantom going to be carried forward here as Heretics start things off 2-0 on Bind.
Man, Benji Fishy is just so snappy.
1 down.
This second kill is bonkers. Absolutely insane. He turns on that and
perfect timing.
One taps him. Unreal. I mean, you have to be just so impressed with Benji Fishy this year. The way that his ability to lock down sites with Cypher, his individual mechanics are through the roof. He has tremendous recoil and transfer potential with those rifles in hand. I am a huge Benji Fishy fan. Just absolutely cracked out of his mind. But here on the bonus, yeah, a few rifles purchased for Team Heretics after keeping a couple of those other ones. So let's see now, G2 can find their footing. They can start taking some rounds back off of Heretics, because last time around, G2 dominated Heretics on this map, 13-6.
A little bit of early damage there across onto Woot. Wait out on the Mosh. Dog to go check. He's going to be able to get the stun, but he's able to tuck back around the corner, keeps himself safe for the time being. The rest of this team now scaling their way up here from A main. He's coming down Prowler to check in towards Lamps.
Done a good job reading this. Seeing that the Raze is alone, no initiators to help.
See over the top, Valen trying to hold his ground, but Rance just swings in, finds him. The trade out from Benji Fishy, again, so on point. Finds Sleep, not allowing him to get any additional damage. Up over the top of the truck. Woot swinging out from Lips. Saving Woot's life. Striking faster than the enemy Raze can. And now Jonah P going to be spotted. As Heretics look to kick things off here to a roaring start. 3-0 as they seek this bonus conversion. And with Trent falling, there's no other choice, Jonah, now to just try to hold on to this weapon. Heretics with a 3-0 start. looking absolutely stellar.
It's good stuff. I mean, Heretics tried to sell a fake by sending Woot on a solo mission down long B, but it's read pretty well by G2, actually. They just start getting shut down on the site, and then the up and over from Woot as a distraction for Boo to come through U-Haul. Amazing stuff from Team Heretics. They are just getting better and better and better as this tournament goes on. The mechanics are outrageous, but now the team play starting to really come into full effect with this third man, sixth man. And you got to think about, with this Heretics team, you know, how many times have we seen a six-man come in before an event? Starting to come into form in this event, especially against Heretics, obviously. But now Rienz has his ult. Could use that Thrash to clear some space. 3 players already lining up towards short, leaving Benji Fishy far behind. Just gonna try to go off the back of this Thrash.
Thrash to open. Spotted out, top of truck. Icy has to drop back. Boombot shifting over to go ahead and clear out lamps. A lot of space just having to be given. They're gonna be reading the double setup here into showers. Now just silence from the G2 camp.
You have to be worried here. It's Heretics. You haven't seen a lot of counter util. So going for that plant, you know that's probably going to be the go key. Patty Tech trying to clear out showers as best he can, but notes there's a couple players in there. So now let's see what Heretics does. They have the option to TP, but they don't have any info on what's going on in Hookah, so could be risky.
Push up now. In towards lamps. Double push, shoulder going to be spotted. Trent going to be good for the follow-up shot. Benji Fishy going to be taken down. Solid opening here from G2. Paint shell to clear over towards shower, and it looks like Heretics still want the plant over at A, but now teleport is going to be taking lead. Out in front, just going to be mowed down. Rans quick with a headshot. Now that B site in the hands of Heretics. G2 not far behind. Oh, but whoa! Able to find one. Trent another nice shot, but Rienz scoops up his third. That's going to be Patty Tech lurking back over on that A site. It's a solid start for G2. A hopeful round, a hopeful chance. And a bit of an eco win, a half by purchase. But Heretics shut it down.
Yeah, it's good patience here from Heretics. I like the way that G2 plays this round. They're freezing things, keeping Heretics having to guess, having to, you know, make some scrappy plays to get through. Had to take a risk going through that TP. But with the gun advantage, it works out for Heretics because they are insanely cracked mechanically. They don't give you many opportunities. They're just clicking your head like that.
It's one of those moments where you want to be seeing Leaf in a tuck-away spot, holding that stinger, holding a hard angle, maybe even, you know, sending out the snake by to try to delay the take of the site, allow for the rest of your team to try to get into some kind of defensive position, but
sure,
it's caught off guard.
I think he tried to get ahead of it a little bit.
Yeah, just not enough weaponry. So now 4-0.
Now they're going to be rethinking the B site here. Dog just cleared by one player. No extra information given over. Hookah going to be identified as clear.
Pop flash coming in, the swing out, shots looking great. Jonah P seeking to try to get them on the board. That's the spike now, down on the floor. Boombot going to be cleared, but they know exactly where Root's at, but he's still fighting back as he comes in with a second. Belong opened up, the rest of the team has already taken this site. Now a 3v3 with everyone completely on the opposite side of the map.
And that's showstopper for Woot to make things even more difficult for G2. They're going to have to try to spread the map. But this is going to be a very, very challenging retake, especially with Rienz holding the elbow angle as Leaf approaches.
Leaf is going to have to win that or have these two players approaching now past Fountain, draw some attention, get the eyes off him.
Patience, though, waiting for the rest of the team to make contact before he makes a push around the corner.
Paint shell sent showstopper. At the ready, Woot sending it. Damage not going to be found, but he turns back over, finds Leaf, and the rest of the team clean it up. Woot keeping them in this round and keeping them so far out in front. 5-0 to start.
And this is one of the biggest differences, I think, for Team Heretics this event, is how much better Woot is getting throughout this event. The last time they played on this map was in the Swiss stage. Woot was a little bit off balance, and now he has really come alive. I mean, a good job there by Jonah P. Sets it up nicely, but Woot just too darn good. That aim is ridiculous.
I mean, he bails them out of this round. But right now, it is very much a joint effort across the board. I mean, Rien's 8-1 at the moment. Gecko impact being found, another Thrash nearly built up. Take onto the orb, and Riance just finds it. Jonah just trying to get some kind of little bit of damage out there.
And that Seeker's gone. You don't even get an extra orb out of that death. That's bad news for G2. See what Trent can do, but right now, a little bit of a walkabout. Is Trent? Okay, Trent's been good with the Sheriff.
Second time he's taken down Benji with it.
I mean, you take those.
Well, Viper exchange here for that Sky, but having those Seekers online, ever important in trying to convert around like this here for G2. It's again just the shift across the map. I mean, deep positions here from the side of G2, but not really sending any kind of rotations quite just yet, not pulling the trigger on looking to reinforce that B site.
Well, you can see how wary Heretics are of these lurks. And already Patty Tech keeping his eyes trained towards Market while the other three try to figure out how they want to make the B hit. Smokes comes down. They are looking to get through. Should be uncontested here as G2 now tries to spread the map and trying to come from a bunch of different angles to make this retake happen.
One at lab, Patty Tech holding forwards, able to find both, just dragging across. Nicely taken down, swing out from Cubby, Boo. Gets rid of Leap, and now it is all just Trent. Push comes in, Boo's happy. Finds that headshot, one casualty, 6-0.
The fadeaway there from Boo, but some snappy shooting all around for Heretics. Love to see it. Love to see the mental game here strong so far for Heretics. And this next round's gonna be their biggest test. Whole bunch of ultimates available. But just new. Bam, right there. Catches him right as he's going around the corner. Insane. I mean, Heretics look like they're not missing a beat after destroying 100 Thieves on Sunset yesterday. There's that operator for Icy as well. Showstopper behind it.
Look at where everyone's playing from Heretics.
Yep.
They avoid the setup. They get a solid read. Rotation coming through here from Leaf. And Showers control firmly in the hands of Heretics. The site as well as now the pit. Enveloping it, but Woom gonna be taken down. Valorant able to find that one. Jump forward, Showstopper into the corner. Boo gonna be taken down. G2 in a decent enough spot, but they still have to try to fight through this pit. Rien's fighting back. Leaf gonna be taken down. Benji caught up in the crossfire as Valorant finds 3. Now it's all on Patty. Spike planted for him. Boombot not gonna note. She's up against the wall. Avoids the dizzy. The flash as well, not connecting, but they have a very good idea of where he is. G2, against the odds here in the round, are able to get a very solid retake and get themselves on the board at last.
Yeah, you're finally starting to see these ideas for G2 on this map come to fruition. It's been a lot of retake-heavy approach to this Team Heretics squad. Trying to find ways to delay, trying to wait until everybody's in position to make their strike, but they have to invest so much in that round, Achilleos. All of the alts get used. The op is able to be picked back up. But whatever, you get the round, you're already down 6-0, like, that's fine. You gotta take those wins where you can.
I mean, you're on the side of the map where you're gonna be expected to go 7-5.
Right.
You know, have that kind of score line. So being able to just get that one, get over that hurdle, maybe they could build up some kind of snowball, but as far as breaking the economy of Heretics goes, basically impossible at this point.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be like 3 or 4 rounds in a row, potentially. See what they can do. Spike sitting back. This time around, Team Heretics opts to turn the tempo down just a touch. And they are going to be just waiting to see what kind of info they can get. Right now, they don't have much. Just a hawk out, as you would expect out along B. Some smokes being placed. Valen falling back behind the truck, along with some backup from Trent there towards U-Haul. Still, Heretics just playing the waiting game. They really aren't going fishing for too much information. Dog's gonna see absolutely nothing, so that's gonna send Leaf back over towards that A site. You've got to expect that this is gonna be an A hit now for G2, and that's gonna allow Icy to go on a bit of a walkabout through the attacker's defenses.
Solo in his position, even just trying to rotate over a little bit faster by taking the teleporter can be risky because you don't have any kind of Showers control. Orbital strike now gonna be opened up. Pushing them back out of lamps. Wu trying to play off the back of that one, taking some forward space. Trent just going to be tucked away here into the smoke, but that does reveal him. Wu in a very aggressive position. As the smoke is ready to dissipate, sees, not going to find the catch. Time ticking, clear on the dizzy for the full flash, connecting it. Wu going to be taken down first and foremost as Trent swings out and finds it. Dizzy over the top to try to buy some space, but Patty Tech decides to pull back. Wisely gets himself shifted back over in toward lamps, trying to go for the timing shot, but just can't quite make it connect. G2 though, time running out as Rienz claims another. The wingman to try to start the defuse. Rienz, the wall bang shot, the third, looks for the fourth, can't make it happen. But now with Icy, the last man standing and just an operator in hand, he's got to try to stay alive. He's got to try to hold on to this. They're pushing over in his direction. Able to find one, swaps to the classic, but he cannot retain the weapon. And G2 cannot find back-to-back rounds.
This was a fun round. Some really interesting stuff going on around that link. You have Heretics trying to disguise the position of Luke near that door, but it's read really well by G2. They have the counter utility ready to deal with that corner. So that's good awareness on their part. However, Rienz just absolutely goes nuclear on the site, takes 3 down. So crazy how good these Heretics players are. And then the rest are just swinging in from different angles, trying to bail each other out. But this is what's impressed me so much about this Heretics team, is that when they are in form, when they are fired up, they are maybe the most mechanically gifted team in this tournament. And I say that with Gen G here, who I think is obviously insane, very, very good, but they are so cracked, they're so accurate, they're so fast. It looks impossible sometimes what Heretics are able to do.
Quick clear on everything. Recovery available for the Thrash Boombot. Pop flash, swing onto the corner, Jonah P. Now spotting out everybody, has to back away, doesn't want to give his life up for that. Only a smattering of damage going to be found as now the Nightfall crashing across the site, coming out through Hookah, connecting onto all 3 players here from G2. Prowler's on the hot, Jonah P holding close to the door, able to find one. Sends out a second shot and finds Benji Fishy. As they look to try to turn this one around, but Rienz still alive now, shut down. A 3-piece from Jonah. No audio, no problem. Gets the 4th, now on for the ace. The crowd erupting, Patatek going to be spotted. Leaf backpedaling, but it has to go for the challenge. Has to take it away from him. But will help G2. The fairly clean round victory. A second here in this opening half.
Just insane stuff from Jonah P. A wry little smile on his face. Dodges the thrash, ready for the entry. The Molly helping out just a little bit there. Excuse me, just a toxic screen actually getting the assist in that, but
one enemy remaining. Still
absolutely insane stuff from him. And a pump of the fist as G2 trying to scratch and claw their way back through. Of course, no ace. The crowd wanted the ace early on, where they were on an eco, where they stalled the heck out of Team Heretics. Maybe something like that. See if they can get this done again. No real ultimates to speak of for the Heretics, but Rienz 14-4 right now on that Gecko. This absolutely pounding. See here, an execute, space given up again, but Showers control maintained. Is that going to be still enough for Team Heretics to feel comfortable? Smart here, wisely anticipating there might be some util in response, and they're just going to TP back through. Don't like the lack of response again that they're getting. No util to try and stop this. Jonah P.
Right up here into the orbit. Benji able to collect with Lee. Answering back one, answering back 2. Picks him the pieces. Trent though, tucked away here to elbow. Spots the gun barrel, gets the headshot. Wood going to be taken down this round. Very much getting away from Heretics. G2 the timeout, helping to work. Pull back away from Icy. Shell still at the ready. Boombot as well to try to corner check. Quick clear out on that Dizzy, not allowing it to get the blind off. And now Leaf swinging in. Connecting. Rienz. I think the gun barrel spotted. I think they know exactly where he's at. Patatek still trying to stand. Oh! And what is that? They align and he strikes. Rienz finds Leaf. It's all falling to pieces.
I mean, I'm just blown away. I thought this was G2's round. I love the way they played it again. The macro game is great here. They're maintaining Showers control. They're maintaining elbow control. They get 2 in long. They've got the extremities of the maps. They've got the flanks of the map. Completely under their purview. But it's these cracked players of Team Heretics that, again, find the right timings, find the right angles in that case for Patatek to find those 2 kills. And they're so wily. Just insane scenes. And now they're just, once again, gonna slow the tempo down. Be looking for some of these aggressive pushes. There's still enough money here. Jonah P did have to buy down to a Bulldog, but he did get that Seekers online off of that last round. So a little bit of opportunity for G2 to maybe get Good retake going again, potentially. Trying to contest still at Showers, but not a lot of info here, actually, for G2 over at B. Smokes are there, but they've got the right read in terms of numbers. Their strong side is the A side until just now. Trent is left, and oh, Woot.
First line of defense taken out. Woot, another solid shot. Another opening pick. Icy trying to save them all. Paint shell over towards Shower. Has to blast pack forward. Still in a very dangerous spot. The flash is trying to escort him. As Trent able to find two. Rienz and Benji Fishy both going to be taken down. But Woot now finding three. As Trent and Jonah P all fall to the wayside. Showstopper at the ready, just seeking targets. Sends it in towards Lamps. Cannot find Icy. He's around the corner. Swing out. Woot. Now on for the ace. Boom. Oh, shots. Not going to connect. Relief doesn't even try to give him the opportunity. He does! The one tap, the instant shutdown, the ace, as Heretics get up to 9.
Woot is amazing. His progress throughout this tournament has been insane on this duelist role, and he is just absolutely unreal in this round. Trent tries to shut it down, but it's the C's that catches him. Patty Tech with a great C's to set up Woot for the third kill. And then the final two are crisp and clean. I swear to God, Boo beeped that on purpose. I swear to God he did.
Very well may have. Either way, perhaps he was just a siren. Singing a song, drawing the ship against the rocks. That are Woot right now, because he is rock solid for this squad. Valen up close already. The rest of his team dying around him. The Dizzy connecting. Value not found. Plant coming in. It's Heretics. They're looking for that 10 and 2.
It's like a repeat of that icebox they played last time, where it was 10 and 2 to start for Heretics. Oh, so crisp.
And even against a team that was able to take them down at a monstrous deficit, give us the biggest run back that we've ever seen. That was a very different looking Heretics. Attack lurking around the back. Jonah P completely and utterly unaware. The knives coming out as he drives the blade into his back. 10 to 2. Heretics out for blood, and they are finding it.
No doubt about it. Sharks in the water right now. Up against G2, they are circling, they are devouring. G2 is being feasted upon. Just reading all these angles so well. Trying to hide himself as Valen. But things go completely askew in U-Haul. And therefore Valen, his cheeky position, isn't able to strike the way he intends. Man, oh man, Team Heretics are fired up to start today. Don't know that G2 can turn this back. They've done it before in this tournament. Yes, of course. But you know, how many times can you dip into that well? Especially at this point in an event, especially in a best of 5. That's draining, that's exhausting to do. And right now, Team Heretics has G2 forced against a must-win pistol for the America's squad. And I know it's a platitude to say it, but it's true.
Pushing off the back here of that boom bot. Patatech gonna be tagged low. Quick clear on the Dizzy, paint shell out of speed. Faces in to try to find the kills, and he's still able to find one and do some damage. Trent down to 40. Very solid swing. There's Leaf sneaking his way up into the sky smoke here. Flash out. The swing coming through, but Woot able to find one. Boo collecting another. They're all falling to pieces now. Just 2 players left. And already Trent dead. The swing. He's so aware. He's so dominant. And he's so damn good. Heretics get the pistol. And they are 2 steps away from knocking Bind out of the park.
Woot is giving him the boot out of this map. He is on fire right now. Just ridiculous how snappy he is. He thought he had that second one. Turned back for it. Swings the corner, finds the third. Let's go. Give him the handshake. You'll love to see it. And this maybe lights out. Has to be a forced buy for G2. They were able to win this on the icebox, but still was not nearly enough. Stingers in hand. G2 so good with these weapons, but Bulldogs, a Guardian for Patty Tech, Benji Fishy with the Spectre. Tons of work to do.
Able to get the spot, back away. Counter spray out, forces them back. They know that the lion's share of the team is going to be playing on this side of the map. See Now they're gonna be coming through. Rand's just setting out the mosh, trying to buy some space. Set up on the Dizzy, quick clear.
You did good.
Is being allowed to recover.
There.
Has this back into play in just a couple seconds.
They're gonna try to fake a bit of a TP. Sending Trent over. Woot's got this angle completely isolated, so he's gonna need a little bit of a bailout potentially.
Tap on the door. So you're not gonna be seeing much in it. And now he's in a bad spot to try to recover it.
Okay.
Perhaps a bit of a botch either way. Woot seemingly always good for the kill. While taken down, still showing some presence. Now the remaining 3 players, aside from Jonah P, starting to make their way
30
up
seconds
here
left.
and towards A. But Boo very cognizant of it as that Viper wall comes up.
This is gonna be so tough for G2.
Get their way across, but they know it's gonna be committed out towards this site. They have to. It's only 15 seconds remaining. Sky Smoke's now coming down. Leaf wrapping around the back.
Oh!
Seeking target.
10 seconds left.
Way across Leaf, trying to steady it. He was just to find it. Woot gonna be taken down. Backpedal out from Boo. Draws back over
planted.
to the coast. Does a decent amount of damage as Icy falls down to 4. But he's gotta go, try to go for this reload. This Leaf just tucks away. Swings out. Leaf finding the shot, finding the kill. Rand's, however, still alive, able to flush him out, able to take him down. The swing on the corner, Benji Fishy, assisted by Patty Tech, comes up with that. Now 2 players left standing. Benji at 2. Swing out, Patty Tech looking for the damage, looking for those eliminations, hasn't found it yet, but in the meantime,
Last player.
the defuse being helped.
One enemy
Patty finding
remaining.
1. It's up to half. He's got a decent idea of his position. He knows that he's going to be in the cubby. He's able to find the shot. Defuse comes in. Heretics get up to map point.
I mean, G2 are throwing everything they can at Heretics in this round. They do so much damage. They're 7 HP away from keeping themselves a little bit more alive in this map. But now it's on match point because Heretics just has a little bit more of an advantage. I love what Leaf does in this round. Sneaks around that smoke, catches him off guard. Able to find a second in U-Haul. Patty Tech knows that there's gonna have to be a swing out eventually. He can keep turning that corner, keep pre-firing. Jonah P has to try to outguess him.
Oh my. And look what Heretics want to try to end the map with. 2 judges and an outlaw. One set up over at Lamps 1 in Garden. Nobody in Hookah.
I support this degeneracy.
See if it works out for him. There's Dizzy, able to connect Benji. The very bad spot, but still managing the tap and take down Malin. Judge damage. Hurting quite a bit. Jonah P down to 57. Doesn't have heals available to Icy, so he's stuck at 25. Boo, disrespecting the snake bite, just leaps across that one Judge in hand, pushing up into the Sky Smoke. Somehow missing out. Jonah P slipping the net, able to find 1, but Pat Tech snappy on the turn. Finds that kill, brings it now into 2v3. For Woot, this is going to prove to be difficult. Can he get value out of this outlaw? Can he find a target? It'll just be a swap over. A peek in. And if he had hit that, I would have lost my damn mind. Swing in, leave, dealt with Icy, dead, showstopper at the ready, set, delivered! Team Heretics, an explosive entry into this lower bracket.
The Duelists and other players like that using the utility, but also it's going to give you a lot better entry into the site on this attacker side. This is the side of the map where they really struggled last time. It was a 10-2 half for Heretics on their defenders against G2 on this ice box. So this gives you the ability to not let those cracked aimers have those easy angles, hold those spots. It gives you a little bit more ability to obscure things as they use this cascade to obscure this B hit. And it's going to come down to Boo, who's already ducking away from this owl drone, sees it coming, wants to try to hide, but his presence is revealed. Good recon dart there to check by Trent. Now Boo is just going to have to see if he can maybe get a 1 and done. Wait for the rest of his team to come because it is a full-on B hit for G2.
And it is, Wingman leading the charge. Coming down, Poison Orb on the setup. Plant now in play. In time, gonna start working against Heretics here, who've also taken some pretty good early damage. Gens and Boo both getting tagged up. Or they try to engineer this one. Poison Orb back up, fragment, head back, Yellow Dizzy up over the top line, gonna be connecting him, but that ping reveal, but Icy able to put him down. Patty Tech treads that back. Boo scaling forward, trying to take some more space. Valentine's covering fire. They answer back, and now it is all on Boo. Time just not on his side, gets the spot on the 1, needed that to be a headshot to really have any kind of hope in hell. Said it looks like G2, long last, gonna be able to find themselves a pistol round win. Get that first round victory here on Icebox.
And it's just little things here for G2. It's a cascade off the rip. They're sending Leaf out to see if he can maybe get a pick, but no real value found out of that, except that you have completely bought yourself space on the B site. So that's where the real value comes through. And they do a good job. They get really deep in their post plants. That makes it so difficult as the defender side to push forward. Like you said, they have to scale through, and it's just good crossfires, good anticipation there from the side of G2, but it's all about that early little extra piece of util, buy themselves a little bit of extra space. This time, Team Heretics gonna get aggressive on the back of this cascade, see if they can catch Leaf out. He's gotten up in the nest, but I don't think he has any clue that Woot is right underneath. However, this is looking to be a repeat of the previous round in terms of what G2 is trying to accomplish.
Now Leaf in a very stranded position. Dangerous to try to get himself out of here. Sees one on the drop down, and it's right into Woot's crosshair. Who's able to collect the kill. Shots over towards Boot, back at Snowman. He's playing elusively, but it's gonna be the plant once again coming in here for the side of G2.
Thanks, Wings.
Push into the back, Boot. Good reply, finds one, but VCT gonna be traded out. Now the swing into Talon. Stinger, as always, is able to find that headshot. Boot taken down, we're back into a 3v3. Talon wanted to take a more aggressive position just here at the bottom of row. Tucked away. With that recovered Bulldog, certainly can do some damage. To drop down Balin, able to try it out, but Woot now putting it to use. Finds himself a third, takes space, dashes across, headshot connects. Prince still alive, just a sheriff here in the hands of Rienz. The swing out, the chest shot, it takes him low. But he has to hold this. He doesn't have the time. Swing onto the corner, Trent will be able to take it down. A Red Bull clutch to get G2 their second round win. But so many weapons, all of them now lost.
Yes, it's a win for G2, but this has got to be a moral victory for Heretics. The way they play against the utility this time, it's an immediate adjustment versus the previous round. Get Woot tucked underneath. The adjustment from G2 is to push Snowman to try to cut off Heretics as they swing in from spawn. But it's good sheriff shooting that breaks that angle open, and Woot almost again turns around on its head. He has been so locked in today. And let's see if he can keep it up. But G2 now with some breathing room in the scoreline, able to find that much needed pistol win, able to get the follow-up, but the economy's gonna be busted. It's like you said, all 5 players went down, thrown to check. A bit of an up and over, a lot of smokes to cover this approach. I like this so far from G2.
Thanos popped to try to buy some space, buy some time here for Heretics. A little bit of spray across, but not really finding any connections there. Wingman gonna be shut down, not able to lead the charge, not able to get that plant across, but Balin again with the Stinger, able to find one. Leap. Phantom in hand, takes out VCT.
Trades.
Defeated.
Boot dead, but now Leaf on the floor. 2 players left alive, Stingers for both of them. Balin down to 45, and now Balin just picked off. Small little spot there, Icy. Looking like he wants to play around with this time that he does have available to him, but Team Heretics already turned their sights over towards mid. Reading this. Weapon out. Fight found. Boot just backing away, and Icy knowing that he can't reroute, he has to go in.
He's one away from the
30
thrash.
seconds left.
Could be difficult as Heretics now is going to gamble towards mid. Seeing if that is going to be the attempted direction that Icy wants to take, but instead...
Should have enough time to get this plant, but they can't just flood retake. Try to take him and intercept this.
The real question is he going to invest the thrash here? And is he going to connect?
10 seconds.
If they're grouped up like that, he could hit both.
He could, but it's still
no
such
time.
a risk. Tucks away, but now ping revealed. Backpedaling, dropping down. Manages to disguise it, tapping on the rope. But Icy needs to play this to absolute perfection. Drifts across over here, tucks away. Bottom rafters, the peek, the headshot, bound onto one, the thrash, coming through, but he needs to execute immediately. But Rienz just gets in on top. He finds the kill, he saves the round. His Team Heretics not allowing for this bonus conversion, a would-be bonus conversion.
Oh, so close. Rienz there. Reads that situation nicely. Knew they had him down weak. Just went for it. Knew they had him trapped in a corner. Just kind of pre-fire through that angle. But I love this approach from G2. Using these extra layer of smokes to really cover themselves, to get these short-range weapons to do damage. And the trades are beautiful. That usually is a good sign for the attacker side. But they just can't quite get that plant down in time. And just a little bit of a fumble there from Icy. Was so close to having a huge round for G2, but Heretics swings right back into the thick of things. However, their economy was pretty weak after that round. Couple Guardians, Bulldog, couple catches there with the KO knife. So they know there's quite a few at B, and that's gonna allow Riens to slide over. Oh, Benji. So close. Going for the spray.
Just trying to get that wall bank shot across on the Leaf. Now some spray out on the Bulldog, but Leaf able to back off, but Woot now in such a far forward position. Vandal in hand. Getting ready to crush their hopes and dreams. Hasn't heard anything, but oh, that drop down from Leaf. He must have heard it. Do they account for this? If he swings out right now, he'd be able to catch the ball. There's a push forward and Woot! He can't get any of them. Trent! He wisely turns to the side. The snake in the grass. Picked off. Reckoning now invested to clear out the site. Land can come through. Oh, Riens here at Raptors, able to find one, drops down, does get stunned up. Benji Fishy in the meantime, lurking with the timing. Just off noted, Valen wise to it. Finds the punish, the man advantage here for the side of G2.
So difficult now for Team Heretics.
Right into the corner, challenge coming in. We're going to be snappy with that readjustment. Patatek able to find Jonah P. And right now, it's looking to happen again. Swinging from Valen though is solid. Manages to find Patatek. He's on the drop down. The hold on the defuse coming through. They've already gotten into half pool. The swing out, finds Valen, goes up in the nest. And the Leaf just cannot intercept. He cannot stop it. And he cannot get the final kill. We're tied up 2-2.
Oh, Heretics getting away with thievery here. This looks so good for G2. They're so good in the post plant throughout this entire year. That's been one of the hallmarks of this G2 squad. They can get the plant down, get into their positions. They are usually unbreakable, but there's so many layers here that they have to deal with. And they do such a good job accounting for it. They're able to deal with Woot. They're able to deal with Benji Fishy. That feels like it's lights out. All the other players coming from just the defender side of the map. But Boo's able to slip the net. Get underneath their noses. And just barely, Team Heretics right back in it. And it's Stingers, 2 Sheriffs again for G2. Find themselves back on an eco. Woot with the Blade Storm. Hunter's Fury for Riens. Huge ultimates to play with now.
Here.
And Woot has been so good with this Blade Storm as of late.
Swing out from Woot, dash away, but it doesn't go deep enough. Ends up getting taken down. Again, the first kill, but Rien's still here. Finds Valen. Gets himself tucked.
You should
The
run.
back sight. Lockdown now, going to be invested. That Hunter's Fury is available, not opened up quite just yet. Just wanted to scout here with that drone. As they continue to just challenge forward, they'll just destroy it. They'll just pick them to pieces.
Who needs a Hunter's Fury when you're shooting like that? Just insane confidence.
Jonah to try to see if he can do some additional damage here. Riens taking low. Benji Fishy taking forward space.
Whoa.
Solid headshot, but cannot find the follow-up. Riens with 3. We'll get Heretics to the same and get them in the lead.
That's a colossal win in so many ways. And that's going to force a timeout from G2, but you don't have to use the Hunter's Fury there. That's massive. The fact that Heretics says, you know what, guns blazing, and catch them off guard, and it's worth a treat. So G2 now able to get guns again at least, but now you have the operator for Woot to deal with potentially. He's on the B side of the map. Is all the attention right now over towards A. A Nano cleared out there by Patatek, able to back down. It's at least a little bit of extra space, and Patatek playing right on the back of this cascade, looking for this early pick. He's got a little bit of help maybe from Riens to set him up. Could use his own util, but right now G2 trying to figure out what they need to do to get around this corner. Drone as well, confirms. Still, Patatek holds his ground. Is G2 going to be able to read this? It's going to be very, very challenging. Patatek finally swinging, catches Icy off guard.
Right as he tries to get on the pipes. Leaf does manage to answer one back. Rien's going to be taken down. Shock dart a little bit wide. Patatek still just tucked away in Woot, spotting one, and Jonah P going, yeah, not going to peek that angle again.
Nah, I'm good. I don't like what I saw there.
If they commit the nano to the corner, might be able to get at least a bit of damage here on the Patty Tech, if not the pick itself. See the uncertainty here from the side of G2.
They're pinging pipes. Maybe they just want to put a player up there,
30
try to get on
left.
top of Patty Tech, see if they could swarm from a couple different directions.
Swing and Spike on the ground, up onto the rope. He somehow gets the third, but Trent answering back with 2. Keeping the odds even for now. But Boo above, ready to strike. Hearing the footsteps, looking for the catch. Jump up, the peg shot through. Trent taken down as Boo drifts away. The Spike, just enough time to get the plant across. Attempted the wallbang shot with the operator, but Boo, plenty of time to rush forward and collect the easy kill.
Just a beautiful hold from the IGL for Team Heretics in a 1v2 and plays it so nicely. Able to get that spot onto Trent and take him down through the wall. But it's this early push out for Patty Tech to cause his huge problems for G2. They're just not ready for this angle, and removing that Gecko from this round makes things oh so difficult in this comp that a lot of teams love to run on Icebox. Not having that wingman for the plant, not having that Dizzy to buy you a little bit of extra space, not having that Mosh to clear maybe behind the box or near screens, things like that. There are a lot more angles and things you have to account for as the side of G2 in those situations, and Heretics handles it great. And of course, Patty Tech, those 2 kills were phenomenal.
Still some investments here from the side of G2. Outlaw Bulldog to be the biggest ones. Just not spotting much. Recon as well. Not getting a catch. Woot just disrespecting the snake bite, rushing across this one. Gets the spot there on a Valorant, but cannot find the hit.
Oh.
Now he's down to 34 HP. An all-in gambit to try to find that kill, but just barely evades him.
Now they're swinging over towards 8. Bought a lot of attention on the other side of the map. Benji might have got a spot of Jonah P there. Well, now they know for sure as he clears the turret. Everybody else walking right towards Rien's angle on top of screens. Gets spotted by Leaf. So Rien's tough situation to consider here. Don't really have great mid control. Finally, Benji's going to get there to make sure that it's clear. But he is going to be under a lot of pressure.
Recon picking him out. He's trying to stay elusive, trying to avoid. And what is that?
Whoa.
The drag across is here in the footsteps.
Oh!
Getting Leaf to boot. Rienz is absolutely indomitable. Pushing forward, gets himself a third. They're all aligned, and he collects the board.
I mean, this Heretic squad has no give. Just insanely on point, insanely confident right now. They are reading these situations so well. And Rienz, I think, got a spot on Valen as he was crossing outside of that high tide. Sees the tracers.
3 gone.
Yeah, that second one was filthy.
Absolutely disgusting.
And oh yeah, they've still got all those ults, by the way, because they haven't had to use them.
Just the lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown use, sure.
Revealing area.
It's a hollow win for G2. They want the rounds, but they just can't quite get them. Boo just bouncing back. Only one here on this B side for the time being. Looking for a tempo pit here. There's not much to flush them out. They could counter pit their way forward. Maybe just
Right here.
hunt their thieves and try to fish, but there it is. Pit now invested. Ping's coming down and space being taken in mid by Woot. So if they try to rotate back, they're gonna have to deal with that operator.
Oh yeah.
No util to clear this back angle if Woot comes from that way.
Yeah, Icy does build this up on the hunt, knows that he's not within the pit itself. And there's a push forward though, Boo, able to find one. Might send out, but smoke integrity gonna be draining quite quickly. Gets himself back inside, maintaining the pit. Counter spray not connecting, Patty still gonna be safe. You can see G2 scratching their heads wondering how the hell do we get out of this situation?
They're stuck back here, completely trapped by this pit.
Jonah P instantly decayed down to 1. Would have to be a timing, a miraculous shot. He pushes out of this.
Oh my
Not picking
God.
anything. He's able to find it. Boo gonna get dropped. Patty over the top. Also taken down. Jonah P trying to be the savior. Trying to rescue them here. But the Hunter's Fury comes out from Rienz and it manages to connect. Cannot interrupt the plant. That still goes through, but the man advantage now there for Team Heretics on the retake attempt.
Whoa, stop. Have to put up the high tide. Try and buy a little time. Re-ends. Be on point with those shock darts. Makes the defuse.
Tap coming in. Go for breaking the pullback from Valen. Not yet spotted. Swings with Benji Fishy on the wide angle. Able to find it. Nicey cannot get more. Plenty of time to defuse. Heretics continue to lock G2 at 2-round wins.
I mean, I loved what Jonah P did there. He gave G2 some hope, a chance potentially. But Heretics, the number is just too much. Losing a player early. Boo doing such a nice job being evasive in his pit to avoid the thrash. Not able to stop the plant, but it didn't really matter with that Hunter's Fury because it gets the kill. It buys that extra bit of space that Heretics need to push through. And the energy continues to flow for Heretics. Certainly getting some help from the crowd, but Benji Fishy, a perpetual energy machine on stage. The man is constantly fueling this Heretics squad to further and further heights. His play and with his comms, you love to see it, but G2 now going on for a 4-man hit.
Like clear, but Icy swinging out, spotted, and that spike now taken. Reckoning having to be invested here from Valen, needing to create some space. Sync about to try and delay. Shock dart's going to be set, but Valen finding just a bit of wiggle room to try to get this plant down. Can't take him off of it. Spike now in play here for G2, and now the pit as well being dropped. Hunter's Fury in the back pocket. Everything in the kitchen sink likely to be thrown here by G2.
But Leaf's so far away.
Standing ahead. Shock dart.
On down, Shock not going to be connecting. Big wide swing around here. The backside of Yellow. Flash to try to slow them up. Now the Hunter's Fury coming across. But Patek able to find one. Valen going to be taken down. Patek! What is that? The pin now dropped! Anna swarms in, but it's already been held to half. Leaf around the back, fights two, but he cannot get the third! Close, but no cigar. Team Heretics continue upward. Now 7-2.
How do they keep hitting these shots? They're absolutely insane. Patek with another impressive double here on Icebox. They are just in cruise control. 7 on the fly. What is that, Patek? Just ridiculous. Just instantly swung up.
This man is breaking the game before our very eyes. Before this packed arena. Heretics ripping G2 limb from limb.
It's just brutal. G2 now back on an eco. Only a Bulldog for Leaf. The Valen Classic with a Stinger. And 3 Sheriffs. That's it. 1 away from a lockdown again for Leaf. Having some impact, but last time that lockdown fruitless for G2 in terms of getting a round win. They'll be pushing forward. That op now shifting over towards 410. Back up into the nest. Patek up close and personal again right by this orb.
Patty slowly starting to take some space, swings in, and Leaf likely looking at the mini-map, not ready for it either way. Patek more than happy to collect the kill.
Look at the instant rotations here from Team Heretics. They know that often Leaf is playing by himself, so they're going hunting towards the other side of the map.
Slow creep up, does get spotted, but Benji's right there for the trade. But instead, it's just thievery. No exchange made. Boo. Pushing forward, catching Valen, tucking back the bite now, flying.
Spike planted.
Fall, shock dart, able to collect that kill. Push forward from Icy though, punished. And that leaves Trent now all on his lonesome. A 1v4, clean with the Sheriff so far today. But he's outmanned, outgunned, and outdone. A half by investment, but mercy not in their lexicon. Team Heretics continue on their warpath. They want a 10-2 half once again.
They are just storming their way through this map again. Just like we saw on Bind. Just like we saw the last time these two teams played this map. It was a 10-2 half on the defender side for Heretics. They are in cruise control.
Perfect.
And oh, by the way, Patty Tech has another no command. He just used it a couple rounds ago.
Enemy remaining.
And he's right back on it. Because he is just fearsome. Patty Tech just pummeling these front lines. The orb here on the A site. G2 can do nothing about it. And that's such a good shock dart.
I mean, he doesn't find the damage, but still.
Yeah.
See just how cheeky and confident he is with this. Sova Util, 14-3 and 5 at the moment. It's better about sending that 0 point available to try to interrupt that drone, and it will.
Knockdown,
Lockdown, however, still able to get out. The timing decent. Fragment, there's the mouse.
Oh, it's so good.
And he's got it right towards that inner circle. The final pulse will shut it down. Not letting him get away with anything remotely easily. And now G2 evacuate the A site.
Unbelievable how on point Heretics are in so many ways. That right there, that could be tricky. It's easy to screw up that grenade because it has to be so close.
But it's all Woot all day over here at this B site. Dash at the ready to Dizzy, able to find the connection. He's holding his ground, tries to go for a timing. Tries to go for that no scope, but does get put down. A solid kill found here for Trent. The time bought as Heretics rotate their way across over to this B site. Man now going through the plant, the Thrash on the hunt down below, not spotting out anything, but okay, boo. Does end up getting detained, does get picked off. Trent on the exchange. Man advantage still there for the side of G2 as this util starts to be taken away.
Out of charges.
The Owl drone to check. That's about it here.
You get the catch on all of them, Benji Fishy gonna be taken down. G2 in a solid spot as it's just Patty Tech left, and this time he cannot make it happen. G2, they will push back. They will find themselves a third round win.
Last round.
And that's
in the
massive.
half.
Their economy was going to be in tatters again, but now they're able to squeak through another bye. This time around, doing a really good job, being a little bit more patient.
One enemy
Even though that lockdown gets cleared, there's no rotate off of that. Heretics decides that with that many players there, that early spot on that 0 point, they thought, okay, well, still going to be an A hit. Leave Woot to his own devices. The Dizzy makes things very, very difficult for him and goes for the hero play. Comes up short on the barrel stuff. Patty Tech up on the pipes. Oh my God.
Dizzy not gonna be cleared out. Patty Tech just having to drop back, now gonna be spotted out here by the recon. Benji Fishy poking out of that tube window. Able to find Jonah P on the linger that shuts down that flank. Going over the top.
Oh, Patty Tech.
Launch into the corner. Patty Tech just being flushed around this B side, flushed out into the open where he can be collected.
Oh.
Rand's dead, but able to find Balin, but Plant coming in. Boom. Some noise, taking some shots, trying to find that kill. Currently it's a 3v3, but this backstab coming in from Woot. It could be everything here for Heretics to get the 9-3.
Oh my.
Do they note this at all? Now, looking at the answer is going to be no, but Benji Fishy distracted as the alarm bot comes chasing. He gets taken down. Boo up onto the rope, cannot survive. Woot now making his presence known. Knives popped, up and over the top, spotting them out, but connection's not going to be found quite just yet. He knows that he has to go in for the challenge. He has to try to take them down, but he's being worked lower and lower in time. Is being drained. They're not giving him the opportunity. It's well played here by G2. As Woot, not much he can do. They know he's got to try to go for this hold, but Trent will not allow it. G2 make it the 4.
That's huge for G2. And this round, they're able to keep Icy alive. And that utility of the Gecko, so valuable. You have the Dizzy to clear the early space, and then you have the Mosh to flush Patty out. Really start breaking things open there. Leaf gets up on top of board 10, finds a great kill on the screens. I don't know how Rien's got his. He was already getting peppered there. He's already getting aim punch, still able to find one, but
Got 4. Let's go.
insane stuff.
He gets it because he's Rien's. He's 15-5 and 5 at the moment.
Yeah, and he dominated.
The way that they've been fighting with a sub, with many people watching from home, has been immaculate.
No doubt. I would say there is some silver lining here for G2. This is a side of the map that Heretics struggled on against them. The last time they played, you know, it was just such a monstrous advantage that Heretics had going into that second half that it made it really, really difficult for G2 to ever find their footing because they only needed 2 more rounds. Or 3 more, excuse me. Pistol was 1 by Heretics. They're on the move, and Woot is knocking him down.
He's already killed 3. Caught with util at hand, swings the corner, finds Icy. And now it's 4 players strong, just Jonah P left alive.
Unbelievable.
Spike planted.
Unbelievable.
Can he do any damage? Couple shots there into the shoulder of Rienz, but the headshot found on the opposite side. Heretics continuing, now 9-4.
You know, one thing I was thinking about before that round started, I was looking at the scoreboards and I'm like, Woot's kind of not having the best map there.
Yeah. I mean, he was playing a lot hotter over on bottom.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, well,
One enemy.
Yeah.
remaining.
he's just reading your mind.
Yes.
You're the one who looks like Professor X, but
Yeah, well, that's
peeking in and he wants to shut you up.
that's why I got rid of the hair, you know. It improves my psychic powers, I swear.
Well, now G2 needing a miracle. They want to try to win out this round. Just the single sheriff here from Jonah P. Everybody else on classics. Of course, that Vandal in the hands here of Woot.
Yeah, they're playing so far back. That allows a little bit of extra room to maneuver here for Team Heretics to grab an extra orb. Check. Gonna get close? Yes, they are.
My God. Just doesn't even give him an opportunity. Couple shots coming across. Fans out wide, challenging. I mean, Icy dead before he even hits the ground. He's all focused. It's so snappy. It's so instantaneous here from Heretics as they continue to push their advantage. A shock dart to try to soften up Trent a little bit more. He will be able to answer one back, denying a flawless, but he cannot deny Heretics getting up to 10.
It's just brutality. I mean, if more players from Heretics can back up what Rienz and Patty Tech were doing, if Woot, Benji Fishy, and Boo come online, then forget it. Woot is feeling himself so far on this attacker's side, and they've got all rifles except for a Guardian now in this bonus for Team Heretics. A real opportunity to do some serious damage. They even have better armor, because you're able to slot 1 more full armor buy-in. So this is barely advantage for G2 with the rifles. A little bit further forward, that's nice for Icy.
Very nice peek out. Not getting anything off that recon ping, so just kind of reading where the positioning was going to be at. Expecting it, and it's a solid opening kill. One of the things that G2 have been struggling with in this series is capitalizing on these man advantages.
Yes. It has been a real struggle for them, and so many odd man situations that Heretics have been able to overcome. They're gonna sneak Woot all the way up in the nest for free. Icy sees it.
Nano's still at the ready. Cleared out, burned. And avoided.
Here.
Right now, rotate back across, Poison Orb set up. The flash comes in, Woot plays off it beautifully, but he's gonna be traded out. Valorant taking him down. No way to check for that crossfire setup. The punish is in. G2 man advantage, but another pop flash. Benji Fishy unable to come up with one. For now, they're holding him at bay. Staving them off and buying some time. The fragment locking 3 over its screens. Push coming in, but Lee able to find one. Who cannot get the headshot line up there on the Jonah P. It's all the Patty Tech. He's only able to come up with a singular kill. Up over top of the rope, Jonah P finds it, and that's gonna be G2. Shortening the gap, getting halfway there. A 5th round victory.
And it's still just, it feels so tense right now. Yeah, it's a bonus for Heretics. And you never know with the way that they've been shooting. But Icy with a massive opener, like you said, able to dodge. Recon. Valen, huge kill on the Woot in the back. This drive-by here for Leaf. Phenomenal on the Benji Fishy. Didn't even look like he stopped, but he did. Absolutely insane speed. Maybe now G2 starting to feel this tempo, starting to feel the speed at which Heretics can fight back, and fighting back themselves. Valen, oh boy.
Committing in for that orb grab does get the Reckoning online. Widely backs away. All set up to just go ahead and further delay.
No ambiguity right now about what Heretics is doing. There's been no pressure on the other side of the map at all. There's no lurking player.
Leading the charge, Leaf starting to creep back out of kitchen. get himself able to rotate in a little bit faster here. Nano Swarm able to get a little bit of damage across as the Reckoning now going to be opened up. Trent able to find one, but traded out instantly as Boo comes up with that kill. The push forward to Boo, reestablishing his aim, finds Leaf, Icy dead. And suddenly it's a man advantage here for the side of Heretics. Talon, can he do more? Plant coming in, the push up from Jonah P, trying to work his way up through screens. There's the alarm bot, the vulnerable connecting, and Rien's taken down. Cove now with the tap coming through. Trying to assess out the positioning, but Boo, I don't think he's made any noise. He's out here, does find that headshot, doesn't make it close, doesn't make it costly. But G2 will continue to rally back.
Oh, Valen comes up massive there. There was a lot of post-plant utility left, but the fact that G2 gets ahead of it, because there's 2 shock darts still in Rien's bag, there's 2 nano swarms still in Benji Fishy's bag, and they're never able to get into a position to use them. Great awareness here. And also, once again, stuns are cosmetic, as we saw from that Nest kill.
One enemy remaining.
That looked like that might have been round with that Nest kill in the middle of the Reckoning, but Valen not giving up. This G2 squad, certainly seen it too many times. They've been grinding. They know how to come back. They have the mental resilience. Boot's gonna pop the blades on this eco, a hero rifle for Boot. A few ultimates to speak of on the side of Team Heretics. They can get that space. Right now, just spreading the map. No death ball attack. It's just Benji Fishy through mid. A couple players here trying to use their util to draw some attention over towards A. See if they can set up for this Blade Storm over towards Jonah P's direction.
Nano cleared out on A, but now it's drifting back. Swoot trying to go ahead and lead the charge. Still the best Jonah P at this corner earlier before, but now it pushes him out right into Benji's open and welcoming arms. Caught off guard though, Valen coming up with 2 critical kills. Who now dead? Catcher on the back, the first knife, not connecting. Hunter's Fury opened up looking for that kill. Can't quite make it happen. Shock dart not clearing. Spike not yet planted. Fragment in to try to buy some space and time. Heretics will be able to get the spike planted. Flashbang. Shock dart tagging up Patitech just a bit, down to 79. Reconning into the open, no one spotted. Heretics. Some blades and a rifle, can they make it happen? He gets the fadeaway shot, Leaf gonna be taken down. Now into the 3v3. This would be a back-breaking round to win here for Heretics to try to shut down G2 and Wound. He finds himself a second. What is that? 4 quick kills, 11 rounds, and no hope for G2. This man is unstoppable.
Woot is wiping them out. This is insane. The first fadeaway, not bad. Then he just goes crazy. 2 connect onto Valen and Icy in a row. Even Benji Fishy can't believe it.
And that's the only appropriate reaction.
Yeah, that was my reaction too.
And he's so damn young. He looks like he's been doing this for twice our lifetimes.
He's got a gift.
Poison's off.
The hand of God. Unbelievable. It's Heretics not wanting to cede any more ground here to G2. Bit of a half investment here from this squad. Frankly, just a classic. Some ults to work with for a retake, but for now, have to play off the side, have to give up some space.
Shock dart not gonna connect. Plants above. Oh, Woot, this is so dangerous.
Considering challenging, he's just gonna be dashing out into his own cloudburst, gets taken down, but it doesn't matter because the rest of the team, they're flying outward, they're pushing off the site, taking the fight to G2's doorstep. And they have broken it off the hinge. 12-6. Heretics 1 round away from moving up 2-0.
What confidence, Achilleos. What absolute confidence they have to make plays like that, to sacrifice yourself. So Woot goes absolutely nuclear in the previous round, and then in this round, it's a completely selfless play, knowing that it is going to be really difficult for himself to get kills there, but he can set up the rest of his team for that aggressive push out of screens. And they just start not, other than Rien's and Patitech started heating up. What do you do as G2? Yes, you've got ults here to work with. You've got the Thrash, you've got the Hunter's Fury, you've got the Reckoning, you've got a lot of ways to clear this pit. that Heretics has,
Placing swarm grenade.
but are you going to be able to get there? Are Heretics even going to give you a chance? Because they're happy to just fight.
Leaf almost backpedaling into that one.
What a nano. Beautiful lineup.
All comes
there.
down to this. G2 running it back previously. A smaller deficit against this very same team.
And Rien's really trying to buy a lot of attention, and he's succeeding. Even investing a shock dart there. And just trying to keep an extra player or two shifted towards the A side of the map. So far, it's been working. Cut noise on the other end. And with the way that Jonah P plays so far back, he often doesn't play right behind green. So you're able to gain just a little bit of extra space and use that against your opponents. Love the way Heretics is working the map right now.
They just sussed out maybe a spot, a pixel out of place. I don't know what it is, but Woot finds the opener. Leaf able to trade one back, but then dead. Jump across to the Bosch. He's getting himself out the safety. VCT still far forward, still finding value. Valen gonna be taken down. Pit now invested. Heretics want to end the map right here, right now. The push out from Icy. He's dealt with. VCT finds himself 3. He doesn't get 4. Looks a challenging for it, but it doesn't matter. Riens from downtown finds a headshot. 13-6.
The last time they played, they're going to be starting on that defender side where they had a hot 8-4 start. Push out from Icy. They catch a lot of damage onto Benji. Yeah.
Knocked down to 45.
Patty too. Just a huge start there. That's such a huge advantage in a pistol round. And now, a thought about B, but it's actually the door being opened.
This puts Icy in such a bad position where Woot is able to collect. Trent with a pullback. Gets himself out to safety, but does get tagged down to 78. Sees at the ready, gonna be sent, gets no catch. As Boo will be able to get him taken out. The C site now opened up. And the early damage advantage absolutely stripped away.
Double flank for Valen and Jonah P. Leaf on the other side. Benji. Oh, he's already dealt with. Jonah P finds him.
Double flank coming out now through Mound. Everybody clustered up together here from the side of Heretics. It's an absolute wall. Swing onto the corner. The spam looking good. Jonah P gonna be taken down. Woot able to find that kill now. It's all on Leaf. Pushes up into the smoke and Woot somehow nails the headshot. Heretics, another pistol round win.
I mean, this mid-rounding here from Heretics is so good. It looks like G2 has them in dire straits off the rip with so much damage being done by the paint shells. But it's a great call to stack 3 at the door, and they catch Icy completely flat-footed. He has no hope.
One enemy remaining.
And then they do some damage on the way in, clear out another player. And even though Benji goes down, that alerts them to the lurk. They're able to double stack the door from Mound and shut G2 out of yet another pistol.
Another deep paint shell going out. Taking a little bit of damage as Boo himself push across to the opposite side here. Forward presence, and they just spray in, they find 2. Fish in a barrel.
They could do no wrong. They are just absolutely on fire with their reads. Paranoia clears the back of Mound, but nobody home there. Making sure the box is clear as well. Get Woot fast-tracked to an early showstopper to that big 3K start. He is going to be 3 away now from having a potential bonus showstopper available, and all this space being taken by Patty Tech, just waiting at the door.
Slide up, Patty Tech, quick to readjust, quick to shut them down. Orb taken, Woot just 2 away from that showstopper. Spike will be intended to be planted here, as Trent gonna be looking for timing, but it's being watched. Rien's is just so very much aware of this. They get the reveal, they will take, oh, there we go. Flawless round. Even Woot capable of whipping a couple shots. But it's all good. 2-0, flawless, everything carried over. And it's another solid start. And now the showstopper's online.
Unbelievable for Heretics. They just are swinging and rarely missing. Okay, yeah, a few shots missed there. But the overall game plan, the overall strategy is phenomenal for them. Contested C. Take advantage of the space that Patty Tech gained you over on A. Patty Tech so clean with that ghost. This time around, a little bit of extra util, sending the Prowler out to make sure that Mound is not going to have any unwelcome surprises for Team Heretics. They have such a fearsome bonus coming through, having to play so far back or G2. Look at where they are, all the way in Waterfall, because they know that the showstopper's coming.
Yep. Just gonna send it. Patty Tech at the same time, able to find Jonah P. That late lurk. Right outside that B connector, he's able to find the kill. Leaf wanting the dual peek, but oh, yep, getting a spot of it. Put a couple shoulders in, a couple shots into his shoulder.
Oh, this is so difficult. G2 knows there's a flank coming, and they're trying to get ahead of it, but it's going to be so tough.
He's not connecting. Paint shells, little value. Paranoia will crash across. Will find two. And Woot holding, able to find one. He's an answer back from Valorant, but now it's just these two players left alive. Blast pack up on top of the side, proper the swing out. Valorant able to shut that down. Woot going to be held at bay. The time starting to dwindle, and Patty Tech now arriving. About to make his presence known. The snake bite going to be thrown down. Valorant, he's so damn low. He's so damn dead. Patty Tech plays it slow. And Heretics crush once again.
And this is something that has been killing G2, is losing a player early. And even when they get the first kill, sometimes they've still been not able to convert, but this right here opens up the map so much, and it forces G2 to have to really press. And even though they're able to use a good paranoia to buy some space, get some kills, it's not enough to get the job done. And Patty Tech there with a beautiful snake bite reads that situation beautifully and continues to be an absolute menace.
Shadows traveling. Bull Sheriff's one stinger here for the side of G2. Trying to pull off a thrifty. Get themselves on the board nice and early. Wanting to avoid the trend that we've been seeing. Sleep from the peek out. Shot there onto Benji Fishy, but he's able to backpedal. Now Smoke has to come out just so they can go ahead and pull away as well.
Got mount control, but a weak buy. Not much they can do off of it right now, so they're going to try to back up towards the safety of the Killjoy utility that Leaf has if there is going to be a C hit. And once again, Patty Tech is slipping through the defenses of G2. Made his way all the way to the baby door. Once again, they're calling the reinforcements, but this time, G2 is holding the line. Blue able to dodge that haunt, and that's going to send a few players starting to drift different directions. However, doubling back.
The corral, yeah. Taking their way forward, maybe trying to audio bait a little bit there and make them think that the site has been evacuated. Into the back either way. Eventually finding some decent damage here. Is Patty Tech going to be held by the Seas, but Woot able to still find one. Patty Tech getting another. Valen, a headshot. Icy with one himself. Swing forward, he just can't get that reload off in time. Leap now, last one alive versus 3. Spike collected and the plant will come through.
10 seconds left.
So difficult. So difficult for Leaf.
Spots him with that weapon just out of reach. Cannot collect it, will get taken down. Some kills found, still certainly some fight in them, but Team Heretics now 4-0.
It was some pretty good util usage there, especially from Trent. It's a great seize. Stalls as much as he can. Gives at least some hope to G2 in this round. See 3 players caught by it, and they're able to get 2 kills.
Down A.
Then Patty Tech, who is picking up right where he left off on Icebox. Tremendous 7-0 start. 2 away from a Viper's pit. And look at Woot, halfway to another showstopper already. And the altar just starting to come into cycle here for G2. Icy with that orb grab, 1 away himself. Util at the front door. See if they can bait that out.
Right stand. Oh, the TP up.
What?
Leaf ready for it. Finds that kill, and now Nanoswarm able to tear Woot apart. Jonah P just repositioning, getting himself in alongside places patiently. No one checking for him. He's able to get both. Keeps him in with a pinch, and as Valen arrives, a headshot connects. G2 will find that first round win.
Yeah, Heretics goes for a pacey play, but they hadn't really identified the Killjoy defensive setup that Leaf was going to be using, and they fall prey to it. One taken down by the Nano. Boo just TPs into his death. A little bit over eager there from Heretics, but the confidence is flowing, and you can go for plays like that when you're 4 rounds ahead. to start a map. You can go for plays like that when you're 2 maps ahead in a match to see if you can just brute force your way through your opponents, break them both mentally, spiritually. Oh, Icy. What a pick.
Fantastic catch. Shades of what Texture was doing to them on this very map. Good opener. Patatech not allowed to find value here in this round, not allowed to assist his squad, but Heretics overall still have been decent about fighting back when they have these disadvantages.
And it's tough now for Heretics because that showstopper's in play. So they're being very, very cautious, trying to figure out where exactly Icy moved over to, seeing if they can avoid losing a player, at the very least exchanging off that powerful ult. That's a big confirmation there for Trent. He's got that Odin too. Rien's Benji Fishy already dinged up. Boo as well.
They just want to try to overwhelm him. Meanwhile, TP over towards stairs, but yep, going to be intercepted. Valen wise to it. Denies that flank. Boot in the meantime, just inching forward, but not really taking too much space. Jonah at the ready, bite in hand. Out that left-hand side.
30
coming
seconds
down.
left.
The paranoia crashing across, connecting onto Leaf the perfect time, but Wu also been connected on. As a rocket comes flying out, and that's going to be the raises. Traded out. Leaf still here, still standing strong. And Jonah P now making his position aware to the other team. 4-2. G2 hanging in there.
They're just doing such a good job of denying any opportunities for Team Heretics to create space on the map. Every angle they try to take is immediately shut down, and right off the rip, that sets the tempo. Yeah, you lose the showstopper, but that's okay. You got the read. That allows Leaf to spray through onto Benji Fishy, getting a lot of info.
Above me.
He tried to, Jonah. He tried. You denied it.
Another attempted a pacey take, the push out. Oh, somehow readjusts. Icy taken down. And just when G2 feel like they're finding their footing, finding their groove, who does that?
That's bananas. The fact that he turns on that is insane. I mean, we saw it from Trent earlier, but that is such a huge moment for Team Heretics because they maintain control of Rebel. But look at where Jonah P has gotten to. He's gotten all the way towards spawn, tucked into the corner.
And coming down, suspecting that somebody could have that forward linger, but they won't give it the time of day. Yeah, you can see Rian's watching for this. Just quietly, not wanting to make any noise.
Oh, Leaf ready with the lockdown. Just if there's any pressure at B.
He knows the paint shell has already been expended. Lockdown now coming through. Fantastic timing play here for the side of G2. Once again, flushing them back. Jonah P, does he want to try to go for any kind of swing out here? Once again, flush against the wall. Here's them shifting away, shifting in towards A. As he swings the corner, he's not going to be able to get a catch.
30 seconds
Turret
left.
recalled. An alarm bot set up for him. The flank going to be noted, but time starting to run low. 20 seconds remaining as they get their entry here onto the site. Valen TPing out, keeps himself safe because that paranoia crashes across.
Spike planted.
Set up here in the drop, swing out to the corner, but boom! Finds 2 more! Wu dead, but it might not matter. The pit's in play.
It's unfair. Unbelievable.
The clear out, the double swing, Leaf trying to isolate, trying to pick off any of them. Boo tucks back, draws the attention, and Rienz collects the kill. Well, Jonah, this guy who's been putting up incredible clutch performances throughout the tournament. This one just a bridge too far. The odds completely stacked against him. Just has to let this spike detonate and let Heretics get themselves up to 5.
Unbelievable. I mean, again, it's one of these rounds.
Well, Boo dies with spike.
Yeah,
That was fine.
it do be like that. But again, one of these rounds where I'm kind of okay with what G2 does. It's just they get beat by better shooting. And it's Boo this time who's stepping up to the plate and knocking it out of the park. I mean, shutting down that rubble push is insanity. I mean, he clears the haunt. He's looking over. Oh my God. The second bullet goes right to the head.
So laissez-faire from him. Just
Yeah.
casual,
Two hands up. Everybody, two
casual
hands up.
little flick over to the side. Some of the rest of the team not having it,
No touching.
but We've got position at the half.
Someone call the Inquisitors, because the Heretics are running wild. Unbelievable.
There.
Another
Already.
Yeah, there's no raise here though for Team Heretics. This is all just a bit of a fake to kind of keep the extra forces of G2 planted a moment longer. I would expect that you would want to go for a pacey hit. But for now, maybe just an orb grab.
My ult is ready.
As Leaf has abandoned the site, smoked the door, have delayed things enough that G2 is getting forces into place relatively quickly. And yeah, Team Heretics just can't find the opportunity that they want. That smoke, well timed by Valen. The door open, have to account for that angle from B, looking for those quick rotates from G2, our Heretics, and we're gonna be coming. So now they have to spread the map a little bit more, reestablish, or try to reestablish control for themselves. Haunt out, no contact off of it. Still, Trent goes for the spray.
Just a slight bit delayed. But no matter which way you slice it, as soon as G2 realizes that CO Orb is going to be taken, it's either the showstopper or that Nightfall on the opposite side. Gonna Pete, it's an opening spray, nearly takes out Boo.
Oh my god.
Nearly takes out Rans, they're both down. 10 HP, 11 HP. Solid damage dealt there.
30 seconds left.
Saving them off and forcing them back over towards C, where Icy's able to get ahead of this Nightfall. Push up through the poison orb, Icy collecting two, knows that Moon is just on the other side of the box and he gets it. The three pieces, the door once again tapped, just constantly revolving. Rans backing away from the alarm bot.
10 seconds left.
Plant can come through. Paddock here at upper needs to do the lion's share of the work. Sees to try to slow things up. Push in! Manages to collect two!
Player standing.
But now he's all on his lonesome. 1 HP. Certainly impossible, but no! Paddock! He fights back! Looking for the ace clutch. Jonah P, the slow creep forward! How does he do it? He is on his feet! The crowd erupts! As Paddock shuts it down! Unbelievable! Unthinkable!
Left.
I'm speechless. This is just disgusting. Gets the one, gets the two on that angle. And then just down to 1 HP. Valen has him dead to rights, but Valen can't get him in time, and then he just spins, and he's ready. He just tucks in the corner. It takes him down. And Patty Tech is perfect. It's 13-2. And you can see G2 knows that should have been there.
Final, hungry to send another America's representative home. And that might have just been the final straw. G2, all timeouts, burnt. Can they rally back?
I mean, what do you do? Again, not playing anything poorly, our G2. It's just Team Heretics is so on form. Okay, that's a good opener for Trent.
Double face, and that's going to be Paddock taken down. Solid advantage. Spike going to be scooped up.
Still have that showstopper, though, for Woot. Trent, though, Nightfall for a potential retake if this does continue to be a C hit. Leaf left on his lonesome on the C site. That util right at the front. Blue there has to check the corner. They get both the nanos popped. They get the alarm bot cleared. So there's a good opportunity now for Heretics to maybe spread the map. They've baited out a bunch of utility. They know that there's no more KJ util except for maybe the turret. When he used the, yeah, nobody available.
For the entry.
Yep.
Going deeper, looking for a target, sends it, and he nearly finds Trent, down to 13. Just on a gamble. Sight now theirs. G2 getting clustered, getting ready for the attempted retake. It's gonna be the Nightfall to try to start things off. Chills out, spray across, Whoop gonna be taken down, Leaf able to find it, Valen with the stinger. Cleans up Brienne's, but Boo still here. Benji Fishy in a more disconnected position, playing back over towards Mound, but now he's all on his lonesome.
Huge.
Looks like the timeout working a treat. Benji Fishy, it would have to be back-to-back ace clutches to deny this one away. He finds the first to swing out. He'll get himself a second. Damage still dealt. Some of these players from G2 not having too much cash, but they will get the round win.
Yeah, and once again, these early wins at A main, at A rubble, are really impactful for G2 and how they want to work the map. It makes it so much more difficult for Heretics to spread the map, to get a player lurking like Patty Tech.
One enemy remaining.
They have to go for these kind of slower executes towards the C site. They're very happy to wait them out. Showstopper dodged enough. That Nightfall hits 2 players. I was kind of curious about Heretics there if they were gonna send 3 back to Mound. Paranoia off the rip. Icy.
A very forward position. Jiggle peek, giving him quite a bit of info. Benji going to be tagged down to 30. Icy himself. Couple shots connecting.
So much util use. You've got the lockdown, trying to create space for it, but you're not really able to find enough comfort just yet, especially with Trent still holding the baby door angle. He's going to be backed off by the Prowler, but tricky position for Heretics to be in. Is this just going to be a B pivot right into the heart of Leaf's utility? Continue towards A. Oh, they're going through stairs.
Towards stairs, a forward position. That's where they want the lockdown to go through. They want to completely envelop this site, and they have. No real hope to try to take this one down. So everybody just having to pull back, having to respect this ultimate. As the spike now gets brought forward into the site, will be planted. Leaf as well noted.
Spike planted.
Quick clear on the turret, the slowdown. Benji Fishy though, aware of this positioning. Leaf, does he think to just go ahead and try to go bang the box? He does not, and Benji Fishy nails the headshot. Snake fight, gonna go a little bit too deep. Benji not held at bay, tries to flick up, still puts Icy down low, but now Showstopper online. Trying to lead the charge, but Rian's peeks, finds the kill, now Patty takes strikes from stairs. Trent dead.
Last player
And everything we've done now by Valen, the IGL, the captain. Seems like he's just gonna be going down with a ship. Finds one, but the time is just not available to him, but Patty Tech cannot find that elimination. Swing out of the smoke, and Valen, he's finding the frags, but he cannot find that round win that they so desperately need. Spike erupts. He and Rienz will go their separate ways, but Heretics continue to stretch the lead.
Yeah, I mean, they're so good at getting through these tough situations, getting themselves to that position where they can use that lockdown. So aware of their space, so aware of what they need to do. And Benji Fishy wins a huge 1v1 over by the box and able to buy a lot of extra time and attention. And then Heretics get their players into positions where they can shut down that Showstopper instantly. Re-ends right there. Johnny on the spot to make sure that there's no hope for G2 in this half. And it is going to be at the very least a positive affair for Heretics on their attacker side. 1 away from a Viper's Pit is Patty Tech. 2 away from another Nightfall is Re-End. Okay, there you go, that works.
It goes up over the top.
Yeah.
Not going the pathing I would have expected. Babu able to find 2.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, the man is just murdering over at A. He's by himself. The rest of the team's played outside of C. And he just massacres them.
I mean, there's just... It feels like there's no hope for G2. It feels like Team Heretics has come into today with impeccable mechanics. 4th, you got it. Jeez Louise.
Cannot be denied, cannot be put down.
Last round before the switch.
We'll have to see the replay to see exactly how everything unfolded as we get ready to go into the last round of the half.
One.
Great spot there.
Okay.
Here it is.
Oh, just one by one they push and one by one they fall.
I mean, they're just so strong. And again,
And never has the word boo been more terrifying than it is today.
look at now. They've got the Odin for the spam. Oh! Wow,
Hey,
the
man,
timing.
just take it out. Doesn't even take that much damage from it.
Yeah, great timing on that TP. Fantastic stuff. So, hit used over at C to try to barricade Heretics from getting in towards that site. Jonah P all alone. Certainly gonna swing out, you would think, just gonna hold the edge. See if he could catch him off guard. Maybe they don't clear that angle, but instead, Heretics opts to try a different direction.
I mean, this is a double stack very far forward. Triple stack, in fact. Didn't even notice that Valen behind them.
G2 taking a play out of 100 Thieves book there, stacking players on top of one another. Turret gets a little bit of info. Nightfall doesn't hit anything. You know you've got some space cleared. Leaf maybe flirting with playing out of the smoke, but opts to just wait this out.
Yeah, so he just has the Outlaw trying to get an angle. It's gonna be so very difficult. Boom! He still snaps, he still gets one!
Filthy.
It looks like he's dead to right. He looks like he's not responding, but he still finds that kill. Woo now, getting Leaf. Rian's already with Jonah P. Swings out and will be shut down. 2v3. But it's difficult to see how G2 could potentially get this round to try to make it 8-4 at the half. That's like having to back away. Angel landing near his feet, but time is dwindling. It is not on their sides.
One enemy
Benji
remaining.
spotting the first, knows the others within the pit, and Woot will take him down with a shorty. 9-3 at the half. G2 on their last legs.
Switching sides.
Bombastic, it's brutal, it's brilliant. Team Heretics are in cruise control to go to the grand finals.
What is
that? Is disgusting. They are just hitting unbelievable shots today.
One enemy
And the
remaining.
reaction timing is just absolutely out of this world.
What do you do?
You die.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, that is the answer. But now, 9-3 at the half.
absolutely incredible stuff that he's able to do on those duelists. But Patty Tech, the 6-man coming in, has been absolutely pounding these last couple maps.
Oh, yeah.
He is destroying G2's hopes and dreams.
Woot now, forward space, gets the dink, gets the finisher, and he gets the hell out. IGL on the floor.
They're just different today. They are just different.
See if Fallon here in this pistol can pull off an Angel masterclass, or if it's all gonna continue to spiral out of control. Took back at bend. Couple shots opening up. He swings the corner, cannot reset for that third elimination, but still does find Icy. 2 players now left alive. Spike recovered. Leaf trying to open things up over here at A. Finds one. Wants to go for the challenge. Spots him, kills him. As Leaf keeps him in this pistol round.
That's massive. I mean, Leaf has been a hero for G2 so many times this event. Able to come up with these big moments that can break rounds open, and he needs to do it more now than ever.
Back down to 50, but able to back away. Keeps himself alive. Spike now arriving. Lent getting ready to come through. Leaf drifting across the site, working his way over towards drop where he wants to try to take a peek, and he's not quite ready for it. Boo. The instant headshot, the kill found. Tucked back into the smoke. Jonah P up over the top, but the timing is found. They swing out. They get the kill. They get the round. Heretics up to 10.
Seemingly the beginning of the end, Achilleos. What a start there. I mean, doing so many things right. Obviously it helps when Woot is hitting shots like that. And then they're able to set up this crossfire that's so deadly from Waterfall in the back site.
One enemy remaining.
Leaf doing everything possible, getting those 2 kills, able to get the spike over to the other side. But Boo has been so clean. He is 14-7 on this map. He has hit some disgusting shots, and he opens up the drop spot. And then it's just a bit of a misread from Jonah P. Typically so good in those moments, but seemingly now the pressure, the situation, the moment getting to him in G2.
Once again, forward space taken over here at Mound. And it's backing away, but Woot gonna remain on that line. Has a Guardian in hand to try to shut it down. Marshall to potentially be able to out-trade him. Needs to be the headshot. But do they opt to go for this? Same time, double push up here from G2. His shot's gonna be exchanged. The damage not found. Bit of space taken here as G2 try to scale up towards A. A Killjoy utility as well. There's Patatech there, waiting in tree.
All according to plan. For Team Heretics, they'd love to funnel G2 over towards that A side if possible, but right now, the strong side is A for G2. 3-2 split. Just trying to see if they can fish out one of those players over on C. 3 players here, though. So even if you're able to buy some attention, still have the KJ util. Still have Patty Tech to deal with a stinger. Ooh,
Back and forward, but it's gonna be Woot. Finding the first, can't reset it to take down Leaf, but he will fall. A headshot across Patatek. Ripping apart Icy down to 43. Himself eating a little bit of damage with Benji Fishy behind trees, got the covering fire. Valen thinking that maybe he's gonna get a free kill. But nothing in this series has been free.
Oh no.
Icy finding one, but Patatek still holding the door. 11 rounds, 2 more to go. Team Heretics storming their way towards that final.
I mean, Heretics does not give an inch over to G2. Other than maybe Mound, but everything that they do there is intentional. Let them take a little bit of extra space and then shut them. You don't expect a second player to be in there. And Benji Fishy is waiting to just go for the bait. And it's hook, line, and sinker. Team Heretics on a bonus. Guardian and a Vandal, the big weapons, the big heavy hitters that they have available in their arsenal. Full rifles for G2. Certainly they can get this round.
Leaf expecting that jiggle peek. He's right for it, but cannot find the shots. In fact, takes more damage than he delivers.
Just so ready, so quick to react, our Heretics. Now they're gonna sneak Patatek into another corner. Try to see if they can bait this out, but right now, G2's attention is firmly towards A, as there's been no congestion of space around this orb, no congestion towards rubble. And that has to have alarm bells ringing in your head. And look at this, there's just a complete crossfire set up. Smoke does go down, Prowler out. Door open, here we go.
First contact here from Benji Fishy. He's going to be taken down by Patatek with the Stinger at range. Still able to find Jonah P. Valen finding one. Push forward. Woot not going to be good for the kill. Just weakens him a bit. It's the plant coming through. 4 players still alive here on the side of G2. Woot upper, Guardian in hand. Rian's pushing his way through Link.
Oh,
weapon
upgrade.
recovered. See if he can put it to use. The swing out, noting one, backs off. Very about a very deep flank. One that will not be found. All right, now doing the fan out here from the side of G2. This round just seems unwinnable for Team Heretics, who needing to take some space, needing to find some kills, but Rian's gonna be taken down and he will not be able to find Leaf. 4 players left alive. G2 found a 4th round win.
For what it's worth, it's a good win. You keep 4 guns, able to get a little bit of an economy going, but not that that's actually going to matter too much, because it's only 2 rounds that Team Heretics would need. So maybe some confidence. That's probably the best thing you could take out of this round is G2. And you know, maybe if you could start stringing 4 or 5 together in a row, then it's going to be in G2's minds that, hey, we've done this before. We've come back from worse, but certainly there is a long, winding road ahead of them. Not going to reveal anything. That alarm bot out way deep on Mound there. Or Benji Fishy.
Placing swamp grenade.
The turret as well. Going to be cleared. There doesn't really seem to be any follow-up. The nano's gone as well, so all of Benji's Fishy utility, just information gathering at best. And now he's already pivoting. He's abandoning the C site quickly.
There.
And still continuing with this lack of congestion for rubble for Team Heretics at the beginning of the round. They're stacked towards B again, trying to see if they can find tendencies of G2 to be given that space at A. When they find congestion right past the orb, then they pivot over towards B, potentially, but looks like it's a full-on swing towards C.
It's the alarm bot to alert.
Yep.
Poison orb emitted.
Goes off now.
You should
It's going to
run.
be the rotation starting to come through here for the side of Heretics. Still have Woot quite far away. The lockdown buys a lot more time.
Yeah, there's
30 seconds left.
plenty of opportunity now for Team Heretics to try to
See?
spread the map a little bit.
Trying to take a forward position. Paranoia going to be coming through. Pain Shell not going to be used. Just gives up that space. Pulls back away.
That's great. You baited out a big piece of this retake.
Haunt in. Spotting nothing. Pain Shell's to try and delay. Still available to him. Rian starts making his way through. Two players here at Ben. Pain Shell flying down. Trent getting spammed out a bit. Tries to go in for the challenge, but Patatek up over the top, able to find the headshot. Time, however, ticking. Jonah P slipping the net, swinging around the back. They're all smoked off, but can he find the timing? He absolutely can! Valorant finds 3! Ryan's finding 2, but he just doesn't have the time available to him. Jonah P hearing it, drops down, finds the kill basically midair. G2 keep themselves in this game. They continue to deny match point away from Heretics.
Yeah, this is the G2 that we're used to seeing this event, that uses their ult well and then has follow-up plans behind it. Icy pushing space, gets so much attention, so much extra util. There's no real deep flanks available because Woot really takes his time making sure that there's not going to be another rotate over towards A. Even after that lockdown's invested, he's just hanging out, he's just waiting.
That's that energy, though, you want to be seeing.
Yep.
That talk you want to be hearing from Valen to try to inspire the players to make them believe.
Look, these guys have been through so much in their careers. You know that they still want it. You know that they aren't going to give up.
Quite a bit of damage there exchanged between the Omens, but Woot knocked down to 45. Crucially, Valen keeps himself alive after having everything in the kitchen sink thrown at him.
There.
Once again, though, it's a weaker buy
There.
for Heretics. Woot one away from a showstopper. Rian's one away from a Nightfall. So one way or another, you're getting some big ults in the cycle. Even though Trent one away from his, Jonah P a couple away from that Viper's pit.
I'll find you.
For now, gun advantage.
Cleared. Benji Fishy trying to use the smoke against him.
Oh.
Backpedals. Bit of damage going to be found. As Rian's shifting over to try to reinforce this C site. Trent, orb right in front of him.
G2 really slowing down the pace, trying to take the wind out of Team Heretics' sails in more ways than one, but it's
30
map
seconds
presence.
left. My ult is ready.
Yeah, they grab the orb. They're going to invest the Nightfall.
Pull back, the dodge is there. Jonah P out lingering there, out lurking. Patatek finds that kill. Benji Fishy just tucked back, a couple stray shots, trying to find that elimination. I believe he does get a connection there onto Valen. Now down to 40, but still alive.
This is going to be so difficult. Sheriff's in a stinger. And the full rifles. Still a little bit of util. Haunts online for Trent. It's going to be challenging for Heretics, to say the least.
At the ready, the quick clear. Nothing spotted, nothing learned. Swing onto the corner, and Icy able to deal with 2. Rans and Boo both going to be taken down. Boo just trying to get a wallbang shot. Pain Shell now going to be sent flying. Benji Fishy out in front of it. For the round already over. Icy collects a 3rd, looking for more. He'll find the 4th. Flawless fashion. G2 continuing to rally back.
Okay. It's getting to be game on. Both teams have their rockets in cycle. Rian's with that Nightfall. So an important round for Team Heretics. They could really stop the bleeding here. And they're going to take a moment to consider it, it looks like.
First time out of the series, I believe.
For Heretics?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right.
Looking for these adjustments. Identifying, yep, we've been here before. And we
Cypher, and on this map previously it had been. This is the first time we're seeing the Killjoy, this event, for him on this map. So definitely a little bit of an adjustment period for Benji. And it's, again, this early turret that's really out towards Mound. Is he going to try to play off of it or not? The one way's there, set up for him, but so far G2 taking their time.
See if that timeout works a treat, if it's good enough to get Heretics up to 12, up to match point. Quick little drift away here from Benji Fishy, just going to be giving up a little bit more space. And as the turret does get cleared, knowing that that showstopper's on the opposite side, has to be able to respect that ultimate.
My ultimate is ready.
Jonah happy to just go ahead, grab the orb, and get that pit available.
And you have to be so cautious as G2. That showstopper of Woots could spell disaster. Could be the nail that begins to enter your coffin. Oh,
Not cleared.
oh no.
He gets spotted.
He gets lucky.
He's connecting. Kill cannot be found. Shell's not in alongside that fade utility. Now Leaf going to be taken down. Peeking over towards B. Patatek able to find a very critical kill. Trent now drifting across, showstopper in play, but now he's stepping. Benji Fishy up over the wall. finds an elimination with his Valorant. Quick to trade him, and now he's dead.
Spike down.
Rand's taking him out, looking for a second. He's got it. He's got the third. And Heretics have series point. One more round. The grand finals in their sights.
Just a beautiful change up here from Heretics. Absolutely love the way that Benji Fishy plays this. He moved his util back, and he was anticipating that showstopper, hit himself behind the pillar, and struck after it was too late to do anything about it. Absolutely insane stuff. And the comeback, seemingly not real for G2. We are so close, and Woot still has that showstopper. Benji Fishy one away from a lockdown. Patty Tech one away from a Viper's Pit. So much to work with here for Heretics to shut this one down.
All that explosiveness available. The round can come to a very swift conclusion here for either side. Balin in a rough spot, but able to dodge out the lion's share of that damage. Tucks back, keeps himself safe for now, but still, heavy presence from G2 on this side of the map.
Yeah, they're really trying to maybe obscure this position of Boo. Seen a couple times this event. That corner has not been checked, and it has caused teams fits.
Woot. First a challenge. The swing in, the showstopper now to try to hold him at bay. Sends it up close.
Great seize.
Not that much damage going to be found, but now he re-swings out, finds Trent. Jonah P quick to reply. 4v4. Benji Fishy down to 14. Jonah, Patek, the Vipers traded. Still into a 3v3, still inseparable with that paint shell. Right at Benji Fishy's feet, takes him out. The plant now, Boo. Does he go for the swing?
30 seconds left.
He opts not to.
Planted.
The smoke dissipating. The man advantage here.
So tense.
Cover going out.
And they clutch it up again. The wide swing, spotted. Boo faking the quick TP out. As Icy works his way forward, but he's not showing a pixel. Neither showing anything but Boo, able to suss it out. Finds the shot, but now he's dead, and Rians is all alone. Larbot set up. Balin in the corner. He cannot drag it across this time. G2, they stay alive.
That may have been the seize of Trent's life. They're able to dodge that showstopper, not give Woot any counterplay, push further forward, because there were so many players there for G2. Phenomenal reactions with their utility. Getting that paint shells kill as well. Very, very nice for Icy. And we go again. The heart still beats for G2.
Once more into the breach. But ults building up here for the side of Heretics still. Now the lockdown in play. Paranoia at the ready. Leaf would have been in such a rough spot. Turn their sights now in towards B. For Valorant in a potentially risky position. Here's the TP. He goes for the push. And that's the spike now. Dropped. 3 players sat on top of it. So we have traded places.
Oh, what a nano.
Nano gonna be sent. The jump out, the kill, the paint shell, the nano. As G2 continue to fight back.
The util has just been absolutely brilliant.
Planted.
G2 has such good reactions right now, but is it going to be enough to send us to another map? Turret cleared, identified is Benji Fishy. He is all but dead.
Just everything sent at him. Prowler, Boombot, the push forward. Icy collecting the final. G2 closing the gap. 4 rounds is what is necessary to take us to overtime, to keep them in this tournament, in this series.
Well, now you've cycled more ults for G2. You've got another showstopper. You still have that Viper's Pit for Jonah P.
What a util dump.
Oh, it was amazing the way they read that. They're stuck at the door. Great call by Valen. Throw the mollies at their feet. It's great recognition and some laughs. Maybe for the first time for G2. Starting to feel like maybe they can do this. The hope is there. The dream's still alive, but only by a thread. It's a push towards B. Aggressive.
Oh, flush against the door, but nice return fire. Boo gonna be tagged down to 85. One right now on G2, spotless, pristine.
Doesn't
their
do
way over towards A. Jonah P moving forward, just alongside the orb, taking a decent amount of space. Like door shut.
But are they going to remember back to the pistol when Benji was tucked in a tree like this? Him and Patty Tech worked this position so well. Are they going to be able to suss this out?
Patty starts getting a sense of it. The pit could just come into play immediately. Alarm bot cleared out. Push around the back side here. Icy hunting, sends the rocket. Not going to be able to find that kill. Boom! Somehow settings the aim. Finds a kill and Benji! He's done it again! Trent gets the plan, but now he's in a 1v3. The lockdown in play, and the hopes and dreams of G2 have come to an end. Lightning will not strike thrice in Shanghai. G2